Hey there, good morning. It's early in the morning. As you can see, it's a little bit cloudy and rainy. So if I start getting wet, I'm braving the weather for you guys. So anyway, today's lesson is actually a no more review. It's the first full-on lesson. So let's go ahead and begin. Today's lesson is lesson 61. I am the light of the world. Who is the light of the world except God's Son? This, then, is merely a statement of truth about yourself. It is the opposite of a statement of pride, of arrogance, or of self-deception. It does not describe the self-concept you have made. It does not refer to any of the characteristics with which you have endowed your idols. It refers to you as you were created by God. It simply states the truth. To the ego, today's idea is the epitome of self-glorification, but the ego does not understand humility, mistaking it for self-debasement. Humility consists of accepting your role in salvation and in taking no other. It is not humility to insist you cannot be the light of the world. If that is the function God assigned to you, it is only arrogance that would assert this function cannot be for you, and arrogance is always of the ego. True humility requires that you accept today's idea because it is God's voice, which tells you it is true. This is a beginning step in accepting your real function on earth. It is a giant stride toward taking your rightful place in salvation. It is a positive assertion of your right to be saved and an acknowledgement of the power that is given you to save others. You will not want to think about this idea. You will want to think about this idea as often as possible today. It is a perfect answer to all illusions, and therefore to all temptation. It brings all the images you have made about yourself to the truth, and helps you depart in peace, unburdened, and certain of your purpose. As many practice periods as possible should be undertaken today, although each one need not exceed a minute or two. They should begin with telling yourself, I am the light of the world. That is my only function. That is why I'm here. Then think about these statements for a short while, preferably with your eyes closed, if the situation permits. Let a few related thoughts come to you, and repeat the idea to yourself if your mind wanders away from the central thought. Getting a little wet. Be sure both to begin and end the day with a practice period. Thus, you will awaken with an acknowledgement of the truth about yourself, reinforce it throughout the day, and then turn to sleep as you reaffirm your function and your only purpose here. These two practice periods may be longer than the rest if you find them helpful and want to extend them. Today's idea goes far beyond the ego's petty views of what you are and what your purpose is. As a bringer of salvation, this is obviously necessary. This is the first of two giant steps we will take in the next few weeks. Try today to begin to build a firm foundation for these advances. You are the light of the world. God has built his plan for salvation of his Son on you. So, Let's break this down. Someone just parked next to me, so we'll just go with it. Hopefully they don't come here. So, I am the light of the world. That's the lesson for today. So what does this mean? The light of the world. That means with your spirit and with your being, you are bringing light to everyone who's here. Everyone who is having this experience at the same time that you are. That means every single person on this planet today is bringing light to this world. How so? Because they are the embodiment of that spiritual being inhabiting this beautiful place that we all call Earth. We are the bringers of light. We have God's light inside of ourselves. And we illuminate every person we come in contact with. Every being that inhabits this planet has the ability to connect with God and bring that light forward. We are the light of the world. Think about that responsibility. Think how important that is for all of us to understand. Wow, it's coming down hard now. We can transform this world that we see right now and the illusion that we live in. If we take those steps to connect, to truly see what we really are, to bring that light forward, because we are the light of the world. We are the bringers of peace. We are the bringers of love. And each and every single one of us has that power. And it's a great responsibility. And like the lesson says, it's really hard because the ego wants to take this and aggrandize itself, right? Because it's, from a certain point of view, it actually knows the truth and is afraid of the truth. The ego is afraid of the truth because it knows that once you come to that realization of who you truly are, it disappears. The ego no longer exists. And you become one with everyone and everything. And you become the embodiment of the light. You join with God. We all join with God. And then all that exists is love, peace, tranquility, and happiness. So make that choice. Make that choice today to remember you are the light of the world. You have that strength to bring peace, to bring love, to bring happiness to every single person you meet. Show everyone that they too can be the light of the world if they choose. But first, you got to make that choice for yourself. And you got to believe it. And you got to own it. And you got to walk in it. And the beautiful thing about it is that when you realize that you are the light of the world, wherever there is darkness, you bring light. Think about that. Wherever there is darkness, and however you classify darkness, you bring light. It's in you. clarity, truth, love. You bring those with you at all times. How wonderful is that? So, as a practice spirit say, early in the morning, right when you wake, which is what I try to do, but it's raining and I'm like getting wet, but it was this is what we need to say. I am the light of the world. This is my function. That is why I'm here. Keep repeating that to yourself. That is why you're here. I am the light of the world. This is my function. And this is why I'm here. Own it. Have a wonderful day. Hopefully where you're at, it's not raining like it's here. And remember, keep that thought in your mind. And right before you sleep, when you're lying in bed, about to go to sleep, repeat it to yourself. I am the light of the world. This is my function here. That's why I'm here. Enjoy your day. This was lesson 61.